Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. The Consumer Watchdog has blocked a deal which would have been the largest Australian banking merger since the GFC. ANZ had made a nearly $5 billion offer to take over Suncorp Bank, but the ACCC believes the move would have hurt competition for home loans and financial services.
We simply considered the information we had available to us and identified that that particular transaction was a commercially likely counterfactual and therefore had to be considered in our determination.
Advocates for the homeless say urgent funding is needed, with latest figures showing an alarming jump in the number of people living without a roof over their head. The new reports revealed a 7.5% jump in people seeking help, and Kate Colvin from Homelessness Australia says more resources are needed.
We need governments to be investing in homelessness services to get them into accommodation and help them with a pathway back out of homelessness.
The recovery effort in the Whitsundays is continuing as specialised equipment trawls the area where a military chopper went down last week. Unidentified human remains have been found in the wreckage of the Taipan aircraft that crashed, killing 4 servicemen on board. Defence Minister Richard Marles says a thorough investigation will be carried out once more wreckage can be salvaged.
What the families are owed is facts and proper investigations and not speculation. And that is what we will do. In a circumstance where the wreckage is still on the bottom of the ocean, it is completely impossible to understand exactly what happened here.
And the Commonwealth Games in 2030 may also need to find a new home, with the Canadian province of Alberta withdrawing support for a bid to host the Games due to rising costs. It comes after Victoria pulled out of hosting the 2026 Games, blaming budget blowouts. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and the Port Adelaide Football Club has accepted the AFL sanction of $100,000 for breaching the league's concussion protocols. Aaliyah did not undergo a concussion test and went back on the field last weekend after a clash with teammate Lockie Jones. Half of the sanction will be included in the football department's soft cap.
Obviously means that it's $50,000 that we can't spend on anything else in our program. So there's no doubt that any fine that ends up in your soft cap has an impact. What that ultimately means I can't define right now. The
club's GM of football, Chris Davies, there. The Matildas lost to Nigeria during the Women's World Cup group stage may have been a blessing in disguise. Australia still managed to top the group and will play Denmark on Monday in the round of 16. Defender Claire Polkinghorn says they've learnt valuable lessons from that match.
Obviously it wasn't in the plan to lose that Nigeria game, but I think the way that the girls bounce back shows a lot about our team and our character. So I think we can definitely use that moving forward.
In entertainment news, no more lifelines for Millionaire Hot Seat, the Channel 9 quiz show to go into hiatus from early next year. Host Eddie Maguire says it's been a joy to change the lives of so many contestants.
$94 million over the years have been given away. We've had 15,000 contestants and something like 50-odd thousand questions along the journey.
Cardi B has been cleared after an investigation into a mic throwing incident. A fan who was struck by the mic during a performance reported it to police, but the rapper won't face any charges. And good news for Swifties in the US and Canada, with Taylor Swift announcing a fresh round of shows. 15 more shows have been announced for the Eras Tour, but fans will have to wait a while, with the new dates not until October and November next year. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.